today we're going to look at some of the reference and research resources that are available through the NWT library system. So if you Google NWT library, you can click right on Library e-Resources. And from this page, let's take a look at Canadian Reference Centre. Now this doesn't sound so exciting, but it actually is really cool. This will show you all kinds of resources, magazines, journals, and newspapers, biographies, and encyclopedia references for any topic that you're searching for. This is something I wish I had when I was in school. So all you'll need to log into this program is your library card number. That is the number that's on your card right under the barcode. So once you've typed that in, you can sign in. And here we go. So this is actually called Explora. And this front page will show you some neat topics that you can look up, but of course you can search for anything you'd like to search for. Let's just take a look at one of these. Maybe we'll see Frida. Okay, so this page is really neat. The first thing that comes up is a topic overview, and if you click on that, it'll just give you something from an encyclopedia usually, just a brief overview of the information about your topic, and you can also even have it read it out to you, which is a great option as well. Okay, so let's go back, and we can see on this page it's come up with all kinds of different resources. So it will tell you over on the left hand side what type they are. So this is Time magazine, is a periodical, but there's also an encyclopedia, an academic journal, another magazine, America. So let's click on this first one that came up, this article. So this is from Time magazine. So how cool is that? It shows you exactly the pages in the magazine that relate to your topic that you're looking up. And you can also, if you just want to look at the text, you can click on the full text and it'll just come up with the text, so you don't get distracted by the photos. But that is really neat. Okay, let's go back to our results. Another thing that you can look at is on some of these, they have a little icon over here, which actually shows you a brief overview called the abstract of what this article is about. So you can read that too really quickly to see if it's something that you'd like to keep. Okay, another neat option is that you can actually save anything that you're looking at. So say I want to save this Time magazine article, I can just click this file button. There we go, and it's saved to my files. Let's say I also want to save this one, this Harper's Bazaar article, and this NPR episode. So this is cool too. You can click on this. It's from a podcast actually, but it's just the text. So you can read through it yourself. You could also listen to it, and you can even print it, email it, create notes on it right from this page. Now, if we go back up to the first page, you can see that our folder is full, so we can click on our folder there. And here you go, you can see the articles that we saved. So that is, I think, a really neat tool if you're starting a new research paper. All right. The other thing you can do is just narrow down your source types. So maybe all I want to see is newspapers. So I can click on newspapers. And here it comes. So we've got the Advertiser, oh, that's neat, Cairns Post, Daily Telegraph, and it puts these in order most current, but you could also narrow the publication date, and you can refine your search even further than that if you go to the advanced search. How cool. Okay, next let's go back to the Library e-Resources page and check out the Dictionary of Canadian Biography. Now don't get bored, this is very cool. This is an online dictionary with over 8,000 biographies, and you can read things in French or English. So the first page is really neat. It shows you popular biographies, biographies of the day, but I'd like to do an advanced search, I think. So we'll go to advanced search, and we can choose to read this in English. Now what you can do is, if you know someone you want to search for, you can put in their names. Under occupations and other identifiers, you can distinguish your search based on job titles or other things like, let's just look on Indigenous, and over here you can narrow the search further, or you can click on Include All, and let's see what that brings up. Okay, so how cool! It's found 842 biographies, so let's check one out. Now this is really neat. It gives you all kinds of detailed information here. Okay, let's try another search. How about for Northwest Territories biographies? So we don't have to put anything in these categories, but in region of activities, we can put Northwest Territories and include selected. Wow, it's brought up quite a lot of people. That's pretty neat. If we want to, we can narrow the search by saying, how about we just want region of birth to be the Northwest Territories. Nope, there we go. So we can see all of the biographies from people from the Northwest Territories here. And some of these are so interesting to read through. Okay, let's go back to the Library e-resources page and check out the next resource, which is the Oxford English Dictionary. Now, this is a great resource you know will be reliable and doesn't have ads, so that's one advantage over just Googling. And let's see how it works. I heard a cool word, meliorism. And I wasn't sure what it meant. So now we can see. It's the belief that the world can be made better by human effort. And you can see the pronunciation.
Meliorism.
It'll say it aloud for you. And you can also see the origin. Okay, you might have noticed the other resource we have is the French dictionary. So that's great because you can look through all kinds of French resources. Okay, the final thing we're going to look at are the free materials for NWT residents with print disabilities. So if you click on this link, it'll take you to this area that talks about NELS and SILA. Now, NELS is the National Network for Equitable Library Service. If you click that link, you can see that NELS, they make copies of books from Canadian libraries available in accessible formats for people who have print disabilities, which includes impairment of sight, comprehension, hearing, inability to hold a book, things like that. If you feel like this is something that would be helpful for you, the first thing is to come in and tell us, the local librarians, and we'll help you get set up with a special account. Now if we go back and look at SILA, it's similar. It has books, magazines, and newspapers all in accessible formats. And it's the same sign-up process where you can come in and tell us that you'd like access to the service, and we'll help you get a special library card for that. Those are some of the awesome resources that we have available for research and reference. All right, bye-bye.